Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the ultimate leveling and resource guide in the first Descendant beta. In the background right now is a 10 wave solo defense using Bunny on the Albino mountain defense. This was simple, done, only down to about 50% HP left. You can, of course, with more players, go longer, survive longer, and progress with more reward. In this first part, I'll be showing you the Albion mountain defense from wave 1 to wave 10. All the XP values I gathered through this are from a user over on the first Descendant Discord, Slayer. He has helped gather all the values for XP values, each wave, how many enemies spawn, the total XP values, and the most effective way to gather your XP. Starting with the Albion Mountain Defense. From wave 1, you get about 240 XP per enemies, and there are about 30 enemies. On wave 10, you get about 276 XP, and there are about 115 enemies totaling. The spawns are in rotation, so as you're in front of the radar dish, you have the beach, you have the forest, and you have towards where you can start some missions. They will spawn in rotation, so as one spawns, the next wave will not be in that location but will be on the other two. You can easily follow this as it will give you a heads up on where to run and go most effectively. Due to the servers at the moment, there are two cases where it can be slower. One, if you're on a server that is a slight bit laggy, they might take a bit longer to spawn. And the other case being, if you're on a server that's really good running, they will spawn instantly and you can get through this as fast as possible. Past wave 7 is the only hiccup. On wave 8, we've came to a decision that it is a lot slower spawns. We are not sure why this is the fact, but wave 8 is just not optimal. So I would recommend, if you are wanting really fast XP on both of these defense areas, only go to wave 7. On the screen, as you can see right now, is the Albino mountain defense solo, which took around 8 minutes to complete 7 waves, netting you 111,126 XP, or 13.9k XP a minute. As I said, spawns are rotation, they're easily followable, and you can get through XP grinding as fast as possible. If you are wanting to continue past wave 7 and go on to wave 10, I will tell you right now you will be earning approximately around 70 to 80,000 more XP, but you will be taking considerably longer. From our testing, we concluded about solo defenses to wave 7 take about 8 minutes, and solo defenses up to wave 10 take about 12 to 13 minutes. So you are losing quite a lot of time, which you could just refarm from 1 to 7 and gather as much XP as you want. Also, another huge shout out to Slayer. He did also bring me the information on where the spawns are, from if it's east side, north side, south side, or west side. There is a bunch of different spawn locations. They can be randomized, but currently in the beta, I believe there is a set fixed rotation area, which are on the screen as you can see right now. Moving on to the Red Desert Defense. From wave 1 to wave 7, you'll be netting about 126,000 XP for 7 waves. This will take about 20 minutes to complete, as the spawns are a bit slower, but they are more spread out in a wide area. From wave 1 to 10 though, you will be gaining about 220,000 XP and about 6,500 XP per minute. Again, the waves from wave 1 give you about 274 XP, and on wave 10 they give you about 294 XP per enemy. There are considerably more enemies in this area, and they spawn, in my opinion, a bit faster than the Albino mountain defense. On the screen right now, you will see the stats from wave 1 to wave 10, also how much XP they gave per minute, how much enemies there are, and the total XP per wave. You can calculate this to see how much XP you will need to level up your Descendant in the fastest way possible. On a side note, for both the Albino Mountain Defense and the Red Desert Defense, we have discovered that the rare enemies, the enemies with modifiers such as bubbles, HP regens, or orb damaging, they don't give any extra XP than normal fodder enemies, which I assume once the full game is released, there will be an update where they may in fact give more XP, but currently at the moment, all enemies basically equal the same amount of XP on the wave. The best character I would recommend for doing both the Albino Mountain Defense and the Red Desert Defense is going to be Bunny. As most people have seen during the beta test at the moment, Bunny is quite powerful as she is classed as a nuke class. I would see her getting nerfed in the full launch, but she is a nuker. She doesn't have as much survivability against bosses, but in leveling and especially wave defenses at the moment, she is an absolute beast. From her second ability giving her ultimate speed to be able to supercharge around, and her third ability being an electrical nova, which spawns more the faster you move. Moving on to resources. As a lot of people are being curious on where to get certain resources or are struggling to find resources, I would recommend the Albino Mountain Defense as the best way to get resources, simply because you will kill a high amount of enemies in a short amount of time. If you're looking for gold syringes, flowing gold, flowing silver, volcanic axis, fine imprints, chaos stone, gene statters, or arc tonic, these are the best areas to get it. During the video, you saw me pick up a few of the Arctonics and a few extra random resources. Throughout my time doing this, I've gathered hundreds of the resources and thousands of flowing gold, flowing silver, and golden syringes. Now, if you are looking for Wave 21 defense, this is going to ramp up very, very fast past Wave 10. On Wave 11, about 6 to 8 very strong heavy enemies spawn that will nuke you and more or less insta-wipe quite a lot of parties. The recommended party that I have found to work most effective in this situation has been 2 Jaegers to heal up and keep the radar dish healed. I'd recommend both of them using them in sync, so once one's turret dies, the other posts his turret. This will make sure it stays alive. The third character I'd recommend is Ajax. Putting a bubble around the radar dish will minimise as much damage as it can before your actual nuking character will destroy the enemies. Now, there has been speculation on which character is best. Personally, for me, I found Sharon to be the best. I'm basically just going to call her Karen from now on because that's easier to say her name sometimes. But Sharon is probably the best character due to her fourth ability being able to get 100% crit rate and insta-kill every single enemy she targets. This can also be done on all normal Void bosses and be able to one-shot them if your build is correct. Key note here is staying till Wave 10 is a loss of about 15% XP per minute in efficiency. For an average party taking around 15 minutes to complete 10 waves or 8.4 minutes to complete 7 waves, you will be losing XP if you continue to Wave 10, but of course if you are going for XP and the resources at the end, it is overall worth it. And probably for the juiciest drop, a lot of people in the Discord and just general streams I've been watching have been asking on how to get energy activators. Energy activators drop from Amorphous Material Tier 3, which is the rarest reward on the Albino Mountain Defense, and it could possibly be on the Red Desert Defense. I'm not fully sure on that due to I haven't run the Red Desert Defense as much, but energy activators drop on the Tier 3 reward, which requires you to kill one of the Void bosses. Upon killing the Void boss, you have a chance to obtain an energy activator, and therefore you can upgrade your Descendant, or well, reset your Descendant and start the leveling process over again. Thank you guys for watching the video. If there are any comments that you have, any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. If you want to join my Discord and see from other games that I play and also stream over on twitch.tv/MrRabbitGB, feel free to follow me over there. Socials will be on the screen and in the description. If you do have any comments, feel free to comment and I will respond as soon as possible. I'm still new to making YouTube videos. I'm not fully comfortable speaking fully, so if you hear any stutters, I'm sorry about that, or if I'm speaking too fast, feel free to let me know and I will try and adjust that. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I don't post as often, but when the beta is over, I'll be making a full review guide on the game, giving my honest opinions on what to change, what I like about the game, and what I feel needs a bit of tweaking, because there are quite a few subjects. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy your day.